completely untenable. How do you expect that the Nigerian people should pay for the irresponsibility of the successive governments for their inability to build functional refineries? Nigeria is the only OPEC nation that does not have its own products, crude, being refined locally. Angola, that came late onto the stage of history, and for the purpose of history, we need to raise it. It was Nigeria, as part of the frontline states, that fought for the independence of Angola. And in fact, after the independence of Angola, that country went into decades of civil war until the Joseph Samvibi-led UNITA rebels were actually, are defeated. But today, Angola still has part of its local production being produced, part of its, usage being produced locally. Petrobras in Brazil, different other, state-owned oil companies across the world, they have functional refineries. How do you say that internationally determined price should be the basis of pricing something locally? Why is the elementary economic theory of loss of comparative advantage, why should it be jettisoned in the question of pump price of petroleum product? So the poor people of Niger Delta, in whose backyard you are drawing this oil, should pay at an internationally determined price when you are not paying anybody internationally determined wages. How does it make sense? Aside that is the question of irresponsibility in maintaining, protecting the territorial integrity of the nation. If you know that you have failed in policing our borders properly, it is only natural that you come out openly and say that as a class, we have all failed. Resign, because we are the government in waiting. The masses of Nigeria are saying that we can run a government efficiently, a government that can police all these borders, so that the claim that you are making that all these tankers get, taken to the borders can actually be stopped. If that is your argument, we can run a government in which all the refineries will be made to work and they will work efficiently. And also, finally, we are not against subsidy, because that is the major argument that they are pushing. That you are now saying every government subsidizes one thing or the other. In the US, there is subsidy. In the UK, for close to 6 months, because of the impact of the Ukrainian war, people were paid subsidy. So why is this a strange thing in Nigeria? And who is saying that we should not pay subsidy? The same ruling class that has been subsidized. With due respect, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in the last 16 years, he ruled for 8 years in Lagos. 16 years, it was just recently, 2021, just before the campaign started, that they went ahead to go and repeal that pension law. He is the first governor in Nigeria that passed a pension law that gives them the opportunity to build houses for themselves, either in Lagos or Abuja. The amount that they pay in pension for him is enough to subsidize a whole lot of things. So people that have not for once given any opportunity, that has not considered a kobo from what they are benefiting, are sitting and saying that we cannot give subsidy to the Nigerian people. Only 469 people make up the National Assembly. And in the last 8 years, they have allocated to themselves more than 1 trillion naira, average of 240 billion naira every year, goes to service just 469 people. How much is the cost of building a new refinery? that can service the Nigerian people. So from economic point of view, from moral point of view, from political point of view, the arguments of the regime and the ruling class in its entirety are completely untenable. And that is why we support the action of the Nigerian Labour Congress, and we call on the Nigerian youth, we call on the Nigerian working class, we call on the suffering Nigerian people from the north to the south to join the Nigerian Labour Congress in this heroic battle to salvage the soul of the Nigerian state. Thanks so much.